All right, Winston Templet here. We are here at 1128 Slaters Creek Road, or FU Tommy Long Complex. Let's see what's going on. We have our installation company, local installation company, 31W. They're actually in about 15 different states, so it's a pretty big company. But right here in Millersville. So if you look right there, we got drums of foam. So they'll take that foam, they're running through these hoses right here, running inside. They're spraying the ceilings right now and the roof. Let's go look at it, see how it goes on, and it just hardens and dries, and that's it. It's done.
Whoa! That smell, what is that smell exactly? I mean, glue?
That's that foam.
Foam glue?
I don't know what is in it. I have no idea. So we elected to foam the ceilings because we got to put a sprinkler system in the house, and as we got sprinklers in it, we want to keep that attic as warm as we can. So if we do insulation up there, spraying insulation, that insulation settles enough. Once it settles down, and let's say it exposes a pipe, then I got a chance of something freezing, I got a chance of something breaking, so we want to protect it against anything like that so that nothing freezes, nothing breaks.
That's the hose?
So that's the hose that comes out of nozzle. So if you look at it, and I'm showing those 3 barrels, if you see they got 3 different hoses coming out of here, they're coming from each barrel, mixing the chemicals together, whatever it is, and it's causing the foam to do what it does. But I had them, they put the paper down to protect the floors and make sure that we don't get anything on the concrete, because we're going to do a stained concrete finished floor. Right. Or we may not even stain it. We ain't decided what I'm going to do yet. I may brush the top of it off a little bit, expose a little bit of rock, and we may just do nothing but put a seal coat on top of that. But we're definitely going on these floors. We're not doing anything else but the floors. We're not coming in ceramic tile. We're not coming in putting any flooring in it. So we did a water test on the lines today. That passed. So we got everything that's passed as far as the codes go. So we are ready to go ahead and build. Go ahead and get a little bit of a filming on what he's doing. So it's just like the foam you get in a can, you spray it in, and it expands, and this is what we got. So he'll come in and finish that up right there.
What's the pricing for foaming? Simple.
Pricing?
Yeah.
I could throw a number out, but they're gonna bash me, you know, because it's gonna be the wrong number because I'm gonna guess.
I know.
I don't think the foam was. I think the foam was like $1,000 more to foam the ceiling than it would have been to come in and insulate.
To come in and do what?
To come in and just do the insulating at the top. So it's about $1,000 more.
Okay.
But it gives me a barrier from the ceiling to the floor being insulated. So my attic won't get cold. It'll hold, you know, your heat will transfer from here into that attic really well, right?
Right.
Because all I'm gonna have is drywall. So it'll transfer into the attic, and when it transfers into the attic, then now it's just gonna stay there. So nothing will freeze up there, it won't cause any big problems. But he's also, if you notice the eaves where it allows it to breathe, that's all getting clogged up. He's closing all that off too. So if you're coming in here and look, there is no light. You don't see any light from here to outside.
Oh yeah. No holes, no gaps.
None whatsoever.
So it's airtight sealed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watertight sealed.
Yeah. So it won't be completely conditioned in there, but it won't be 100 degrees in the summertime either. You know, it won't be. It's not going to be miserable up there. And it's just protected.
Oh, it's way better on your own electric bill.
Yeah, I mean it's a good thing. It's a little bit extra money, and you know we don't do it often, but now that we're having to do sprinkler systems where we didn't have to do sprinkler systems before, it's an avenue that we're looking at saying we think it's going to save us in the end.
What kind of electric codes do they check on things?
Did you just say what kind of electric code thing do they check on?
Yeah, I was gonna edit that out. I mean,
you know, sometimes, guys, it's better not to say nothing.
I was just gonna like cut.
So the electrical inspector will come in. They will verify that everything is grounded properly in the boxes. They will verify that we don't have too many circuits on each individual breaker. They will verify that basically this house is not going to burn down. We can come in here and whoever lives here can put the normal wear and tear load on the house that they would in a normal environment, and there is no risk to something catching fire. There is no risk to anything. The grounded wires is to make sure that if somebody does something stupid, that the breaker will trip real quick and it won't go out and hurt somebody. Now, code now requires us to do arc fault breakers everywhere, which is such a pain in the behind. I hate them.
Arc full?
Yeah. And we'll talk about that whenever we come in here and finish the electrical off, because the slightest little thing causes these breakers to trip. I mean, even on a bathroom exhaust fan at my house, if my wife lets the whole bathroom steam up real bad and don't turn the fan on first, and then she turns the fan on, it'll trip that breaker. So I always tell her, turn that fan on before you start taking a shower. That way as the steam comes in, it's getting it out of there, and it's not getting it where there's enough moisture around that breaker to trip.
Right.
And I don't know if it's the arc fault or the GFI that's causing it to trip, but it trips when she lets that bathroom really steam up, which is not what you're supposed to do. You know, they call that a fart fan, but it's really not a fart fan. It is a fan that's designed to take the moisture out of your bathroom to keep you from growing mold on your walls and stuff like that. It keeps you from having issues. So your fart fan is really an exhaust fan for getting the humidity out of your bathroom when you're taking a shower and running hot water in your sinks and stuff like that, just to protect your bathroom. Now, will it take the smell of a fart out? For most people, probably not for Nick, but for most people, it will get rid of that stench. We done?
I think we're good. Oh my gosh.
You get to be the butt of everything, you know that, right?
Yeah.
You usually delete all that out, or you leave it in?
No, I leave it in.
By the time you fart and have a chance to hit the button for the fan, it's too late.
It's way too late.
The odor's there. It's them longevity situations that you run into that take some time that you might turn that on to get the odors out of the house.